Are you guys ready for an awesome Green Lantern TV show? Well, keep waiting. What's up, my rock and rollers? Today we're going to be discussing the recently released Lanterns trailer, which is like the new entry in the James Gunn DC universe type, which we know how we feel about James Gunn on this channel. So I think, what was it? It dropped yesterday, so he dropped like a small teaser for it and said, oh, tomorrow, which is supposed to be today, at the time we're just recording this Thursday, it was supposed to come out today, but it leaked, so he just said, screw it, put it out, which is pretty funny, and I don't know why they do that in 2026 with the internet and everything, but whatever. So anyway, we're going to talk about the trailer. I'm not going to go, in-depth, shot by shot. This is going to be kind of like a cliff notes of some of the things I've noticed, main things I noticed. And unfortunately, I'm not going to show any like clips or like voiceovers because in my experience, the limited experience I've had on YouTube, Warner Brothers loves to copyright claim. Even if it's just like visuals in the background. No noise, no audio, no nothing. Just pick this, the actual trailer playing in the background, they copyright claim. So that's bad. I don't want that. So we're gonna go through the screenshots. So with all that said, let's begin. So the trailer opens up with it's Aaron Pierre as John Stewart in a car with Hal Jordan, played by Kyle Chandler. And first of all, let me just say this out the way: great casting on both of them. I mean, really good casting. The only thing I don't like about Kyle Chandler, he's a great pick for Hal Jordan, but I just looked him up. He's 60, like a 60-year-old Hal Jordan. I mean, that's a little old. You couldn't have found someone a little bit younger. I mean, that's okay. I mean, we probably won't get to see much of him, but hey, whatever. Aaron Pierre as John Stewart, I actually like. Really good. He's a great actor in the limited stuff I've seen him in, so I think he'll do a good job, which, I mean, hopefully he gets, better writers, and maybe with this whole Paramount, one of those things, Gunn goes or someone else comes in, so Pierre gets a better chance to succeed and shine, but I'm rambling. Let's just continue. So they're in the car, and he's basically saying, like, oh, like, it's been 2 months, I'm still a trainee, I don't know the ring, like, what's going on here? And Hal basically says, like, oh, you're still in training, you haven't learned anything yet. It's a stereotypical, like, the old gruntle, like, kind of experienced sheriff or cop, whatever, and the young rookie, like, hey, what's going on? Let's go on adventures, is that type of dynamic. So this scene I actually kind of liked a little bit. So they're in the car, and he's basically saying, like, you'll be ready when I tell you, and he puts the ring. This is actually a first shot of the ring. He puts the ring on the dashboard, and like I said, it's a first shot, and it looks good. I mean, it looks kind of like a normal ring, like a ring you would wear. Not as cosmic as I was, kind of expecting, but whatever. So he puts the ring on the dashboard, and it basically says, like, see ya, jumps out of the car, and John Stewart's like, oh, what's going on? And he looks back, the car goes over the cliff, and obviously he's probably just hoping he grabs the ring to get out. And the next scene, he walks back, and Hal's sitting there sitting there waiting for him, and John says, like, what was that? And Hal says, basically, I'm training you. So this scene I actually do kind of like I said. So that's basically it. That's basically all the things I like about the trailer. Oh, this is gonna be an experience. Let's continue. So the next shot's a small rural town, which they said it's gonna be like, True Detective feeling, where it's like, I'm not sure how I feel about it, because it's like, oh, you got these, intergalactic cops, so to speak, coming in a small town, and like, what can the conspiracy be? Like, oh, like the town's run by a cult, is there a serial killer on the loose? Like, okay, that's something the town can do themselves. Why does it have to be, the Green Lanterns, the intergalactic space police, so to speak? Why do they have to show up? Like, how big is the threat? I mean, it could be something out of left field. Maybe it's like a supervillain. I think, isn't Sinestro supposed to be in? Yeah, I think Sinestro's in the show. It's that guy. Oh, what was it? What's his name? I forgot his name, but the dude that played that Proctor character from Banshee, which is another awesome show you should watch. I think he's playing Sinestro, so maybe he's like, I don't know, like mind controlling the town or something. I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself. Next scene is, John and Hal going through. Hal's like, his semi's not right. The town looks empty, at least, from this shot. And then, oh yeah, this is gonna be a good scene. So from the framing of the shot, so we got, like, obviously it's probably the sheriff and I guess the mayor, maybe. I guess some people here, like on the sides, there's like a town assembly, and Hal and John walk in this assembly. We have, I'm assuming it's like the mayor in the front with the sheriff lady who, we got some words about her coming up. Oh, gee. But you got the American flag hanging, which, yes, people pointed out, like, the American flag has been hung like this before in, like, sports arenas and all that, but just like the symbolism and the way it's framed, like, this is so Germany from the 30s, which lines up with what Gunn did with Peacemaker Season 2 and what he feels about the Midwest, and just anybody who's not like him in general, he hates them. So I guarantee it's going to be some, like, you know, white supremacist, white power somewhere in this scene or in this show. I guarantee it. It's going to be a little note of it. I mean, it's really fucking tiresome, but it is what it is. Fuck James Gunn. Anyway, next scene is this sheriff lady who's like, you know, this is my, I'm assuming she's a sheriff. They didn't say it, but I'm just assuming she is. But she's basically saying, like, this is my town. Like, you guys think you're so cool. Like, get out of my town. And keep in mind, she looks like she's, what, 5 foot. And she's talking, you know, people who, you know, these intergalactic space cops, basically, who've probably seen shit she can't even comprehend. And she's telling them, like, you stand in my town. You stand in my, yeah, deck that bitch for. That's what they should do. Look, but even this scene, they're looking at look at this scene. They're even looking at her like, bitch, really? Like, really? Like, the next scene is interesting. This next shot. So obviously, it's the same scene of that lady cop was, you know, talking to him, and it looks like, I don't know, something happened. Like, there's ambulances, there's people on the ground, like a football game, or something going on. So I'm gonna be kind of curious what goes on there. Alright, so the next scene is they're at a bar, which I'm assuming it's the same scene. It's, you know, trailers they can cut, and like it could be like 2 different scenes, but I think it's the same scene. They're at the bar, and John says, like, no, this is a stupid plan. Hal says, I've had stupider, and he says, and John replies, I wouldn't doubt it. So again, the older kind of beaten down, you know, mentor being, you know, talked to by like the young guy. I know everything you don't, and of course, I don't want to bring in race, but you know that's why they did it. The old white guy and the young black guy telling him what to do. Whatever. Oh, here we go. The next scene. Oh my God. The suit reveal. So this is the suit reveal. It's hanging up in his closet, which, wouldn't it come from the ring? I mean, right? That's not the whole point. It's like the Flash that you have in the ring. It comes on. Like, why do you need an actual suit? But I'm asking too many deep questions for James Gunn, apparently. So this is the suit. And this is the biggest point of contention I have with this trailer, and that is, where's the green? I don't see hardly any green. There's a little bit in the ring and a little bit in like the actual lantern coming up. But yeah, where's the green? This is, I know now why they call it lanterns, because there ain't no green in this damn show. But the suit itself, it's not much to go on. It's like a top half view of it, but, again, it looks very similar to the James Gunn other suits. Let me pull up this picture real quick. I saw a tweet on Twitter. Here we go. So the tweet says like the Rebel League. So you have like the Lantern suit, which I just showed, the Peacemaker suit in the bottom, Superman suit, and then like the Justice Gang suit from Superman, and they all look the same. It looks, and I saw another tweet that had like that Guardians 3 had the same, like the Star-Lord suit that had the same look and feel. It's all this rubber suit with, you know, lines and padding. And I know, like, with like the Justice Gang, I know Gunn said, I think I remember, there was a quote by Gunn that said like, oh, like they're working for Maxwell Lord, wait till you watch the movie. And it's like, okay, that idea on principle is okay, they're working for someone else. When they break free, they get their own better suits. But yet Superman and Peacemaker and the other Green Lanterns don't work for Maxwell Lord, and they have the same looking suits. So again, I think we're asking too big of questions for Gunn to answer. He clearly doesn't know. It's just like, this is his style, which, I mean, it's fine once in a while. Peacemaker can kind of get, he's not really a hero, he's on his own. I can kind of get that, but like the other ones, like, can't they get better suits? Like, okay, I know people don't like the Snyder films. I happen to like them a lot, but dude, you can't complain that his suits were just fire. And then that went from this to this. Well, that went from that to this. People are seriously celebrating this slop. I saw a tweet that said the DCU stands for Discount Cinematic Universe, and I'm gonna steal that from now. That is perfect. So yeah, that's my. And then I saw this post as well. This is not real, guys. This is I think this was AI, but someone cooked this up. Of they took the suit from the trailer and like put Kyle Chandler, Hal Jordan's face on it, of what it could look like, and what his suit might actually look like. And yeah, again, where's the green? He's supposed to be Green Lantern, and it's more like Brown Lantern. This is something. I mean, there's so many comparisons. People said this looks like Dune. The worst thing I said, it looks like the Eternals, which it does. Which that's just, oh no, you got compared to the Eternals. That's just wrong. Pack up and leave. There's only a few more things I want to discuss about the trailer. Next scene is at that same like ballpark, game. You have John basically saying, a Green Lantern's oath is to protect the people. It shows like a motel damage, like a hotel sign damage. So obviously, like a battle or explosion took place. This is another point of contention. Like I said, with like the young guy talking to the old guy. And again, I don't mean to bring race into it, but they're doing this on purpose. John is saying to Hal, like, Green Lantern's supposed to protect people. You can't do it. You're old. I can do it. I do it better. And Hal looks at him like, really? Like, what you say? You're talking to me like that? So again, the minority talking to the white guy. Whatever. Here we have, again, another great actor. This is, what's his name? Garrett Dillahunt, who I first saw him in Justified. Was it season 6? Yeah, he was one with Sam Elliott. He was good in Justified. Loved him on Deadwood. Just, so good. Great actor. Like this, that's the thing. Like this show is filled with great actors. It's just, it just looks like it's gonna be discount DC, which again, whatever. So somebody said this looks like discount Yellowstone, which now I can't unsee it. Which Yellowstone already wasn't good. I didn't like it. I watched like a few episodes and turned it off. But here we have the bad guys dragging someone, we don't know who it is. And here, like, John's tied up, and like these bad guys, I'm assuming they're human, talking to him. Like, this is what I don't get. Like, they were supposed to be lanterns. I get, granted, John's trainee, so he's in training, so I can kind of see him, but like they're getting captured by humans. Like, you would think he'd have some training of how to, easily stop them, but whatever. Some car chases, Hal and John walking into some lab. Instruction Hal there, and the voiceover is basically saying it's John telling Hal, like, you're old, you're tired, pack it up, I'm better. And here, oh man, the flying scene, which this looks like it's part of the same training scene from the beginning when he walks up and says, like, you almost killed me. So he does like this I don't know, like levitating look and flies up, which he looks so stiff flying. I don't know like how you're supposed to make it good, but he looks stiff flying. It looks kind of goofy. It looks kind of like Superman flying. Like, again, I don't want to compare it to Snyder, but like Snyder Superman, like his characters look like they were flying. This looks like he's on green screen wires holding him up. So that's funny. Here we have the actual. These are the last two things. So here we have John holding the lantern, like actual like lantern thing he gets his powers from. And again, where's the green? There's some green here in the middle, and I've seen a lot of people like revisiting like the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern, saying that did it better. Which, look, if you have people going back and looking at the old Green Lantern and saying that did it better, your show's cooked. Yeah, and then here we have Hal using like the brief shot. It cuts off of Hal using his powers, which, okay. And the scene and the trailer ends with John asking Hal, "Have you talked to the other lanterns?" And Hal says, "No, like I'm only human. They're all aliens. One of them's a squirrel." And it's like, so you're basically saying there's a tweet. Let me pull it up real quick. There you go. "I don't speak to the other lanterns because they're aliens. This is what they're going to use to justify why no lantern ever came in contact with Superman or looked up what Krypton was like and never told him. They're just dumb races. God damn it, Tom King. God fucking damn it, James Gunn. And this is still stupid because lantern rings are supercomputers who know every language in the universe and... Wait. Because lantern rings are supercomputers who know every language in the universe, they should still know." Yeah. I mean, that's... That's the main point I have with the show. Like, if this trailer came out, it had nothing to do with superheroes, no Green Lantern, it's just like two guys, investigating, like a mysterious, town. Okay, I can dig it. That's an interesting premise. But when you factor in, like, it's supposed to be DC superheroes, you know, especially Green Lanterns, like, it makes no sense. Like, these are supposed to be intergalactic space cops, demons, gods, you know, beings that humans can't just comprehend, and yet it just looks like an ordinary, like, crime thriller, and it's just, man, this trailer is super underwhelming. This whole universe is just cooked. I hope Paramount takes over Warner Bros. And just cans this whole universe. DC, they've proven, especially under Gunn, they have no idea what the hell they're doing. That's basically it, guys. That's the trailer. What did you guys think? Are you excited for it? I'm still, well, not excited. I'm curious. I want to see what goes on. But the bigger question is, what do you guys think? Did you like the trailer? Did you not? Comment below, let me know, and hopefully this show's good. But we all know it won't.